Thanks for joining us today. We've got Case Lucas and Amari Rogers joining Coach Holtz. We're going to open up with Coach Holtz to tell us a little bit about a summary of the game.
Start with what a blessing. You know what a blessing for us to have the opportunity to be associated with this league, with this team, and with these players. Said God is every man here for a reason, and I'm just excited to have the opportunity to be part of it. So praise Him for everything that He's blessed us with, and what a game. What a game defensively, incredible. We gave up, about a 50-yard pass to start the game in the first series. Then we gave up about 70 yards and two big plays. So we gave up about 130 yards or so, 120 yards, really in three plays. The first play of the game and the two plays before half. And we finished giving up 178. What a defensive performance. I thought those guys were awesome. I thought defensively, we played really well. We talked about what we wanted to do offensively is play the game probably a little more conservative, giving our quarterback an opportunity to stand in the pocket, throw some play action, some ball control stuff. I thought that defense gave us the opportunity to do that because they kept getting off the field. The only thing that was hard today was the two series we had backed up. We just couldn't get them out of there. But other than that, I was proud of the way they played. It certainly wasn't perfect, but got an opportunity to play Andrew a little bit, got an opportunity to get Case more involved in the offense, and so I thought it was a team win. Special teams is playing solid. We had Amari Rogers made a great play on third down, threw the ball into really tight coverage, which they're all going to be in third and short, and he broke a couple tackles, and Deion Kane made a great block for him down the field, and he went in and took it into the end zone to score from out. I thought there were some really good individual performances, but didn't feel like we played. Certainly didn't play our best game up front. Way too much pressure on the quarterback, and certainly didn't run the ball with the consistency we wanted to with a new quarterback. And so we're going to have to take a hard look at that. But I thought Case did a really good job today of really managing the game and playing within the offense. I thought he did a really good job of that. And so proud of the way that he was able to go out there and play, not throw an interception. I thought he did a really nice job. Proud of the team. It's always great to win. This is a team that beat DC, who was undefeated going in, was undefeated going into their game with them. This is a team that lost to Michigan 23-26, that just beat DC. I would imagine they did. I didn't see the end of the game, but I would imagine they ended up staying on top. They lose to Michigan by 3 points, and they beat DC, two of the better teams in this league. So we know what they're capable of, and I thought our players really came out to start the second half of the schedule and did a really nice job. Proud of them.
Open up for questions.
Coach Brett, with the bottom line, what's the current status on the quarterback room? I know you've got to be frustrated with all the injuries after every snap. If I see a guy get up a little slow, I just kind of shake my head. Where are we at currently with Magoo?
Yep.
I understand where Matt's at right now on the IR.
Yep.
And how about Andrew?
We will.
Are you feeling all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good.
It's been kind of a mash unit this year.
We are going to put Case in a bubble this week. It has been very, very difficult. And, it's just, Alex gets injured on a routine play, tackle, very awkward. You can't even see it on film. He just falls on his shoulder wrong and separates his shoulder, and he's been on IR. We are supposed to get him back in another week, so he will miss this game. Then I believe that he is due to come back. And so that will give him time to strengthen that. Matt just went on the IR, so we think Matt will probably be back, probably playoff time. He's got the ability to come back, predicated upon how they heal. Trying to make a decision 4 or 5 weeks out is very difficult. But I think that's about what the timeline was for him, was about for the playoffs. And we'll MRI Andrew tomorrow, and we'll get a better feel on exactly where that is. Right now it's a field test, and it's like, well, it's a little loose. You really can't tell. But we'll get an MRI and make a better decision on that. And so, Andrew or Jamar was there today if we got into that spot. But like I said, the only way you can play your third quarterback is if two go out. And so we're going to have to look at what we have to do this week and where Andrew is. So it has certainly been a frustration for me as a coach, because really I just want to try and create some stability. I just want to try and create some consistency where the work and investment you put into players has the opportunity to pay off. But it seems like we start trying to get them ready and then somebody goes down, and then you try and get them ready and then Matt goes down, and you try and get Case ready, and now we tried to work Andrew in a little bit to try and get two quarterbacks ready, because you have two quarterbacks that haven't taken a snap in this offense. And so that's why I was trying to get Andrew a little bit of work today. I told these guys, we're going to go 2 series, and then I'm going to get Andrew a little bit of work. I told Case today, hey, this is not, you did bad. My plan all along was to come out of this game and make sure that both quarterbacks got some work. So we're one injury away from playing a guy or having to start a guy maybe that has never played. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So that's where we are. What I know right now, we'll take a hard, long look at it tomorrow, and we'll see if we have to bring another quarterback in here with where we are right now.
Did you hear the Jamar chants?
I did. They don't know the rules though, but they don't know the rules. Jamar's a favorite. He's been great. He's got an unbelievable personality. He was really productive for us when he played here for us, and I'm very appreciative that he's been able to come back and really help us out in the pinch right now and give us a third quarterback that knows the offense if he had to play. I've now seen Jamar warm up for a total of 12 minutes, 6 minutes last week and 6 minutes this week. So I am excited to get him back to practice this week where I can actually see where he is as a quarterback right now, because he really hadn't played since not even last year but the year before.
Amari, that long touchdown run, what was going through your mind when you saw the open field there? Also, what was it like seeing Coach Sweeney there here today?
First off, seeing Coach Sweeney was amazing. Coach Sweeney is one of my favorite coaches ever. The energy that he carries, the way he's able to one of them. That means he's included now. One of them. One of them. But Coach Sweeney, since college, man, he's always been sticking with me. Checking in on me every now and then. You don't really see that in coaches nowadays. A coach that sticks with you and lets you know that he believes in you still, no matter what you're going through. And in seeing him today, it kind of put some energy in me. Taking me back to college. What we went through together. It felt good seeing him. And what's your question about the play? Coach Skip always emphasizes getting points before the half and after the half. So, the situation that we're in, we're trying to get points and go into halftime and then come out and score again. And 3rd and 3, that's a big down for our offense. We always emphasize third downs on, our second work day of the week. And I knew, if I got the ball in my hands, not only get the first down, but if I seen your grass, and just attack it and try to score. So that's what happened, Got to thank God for that for sure.
Appreciate it, Mark.
Question from Zoom for Case. You have one of the best kickers in the league in Harrison Mevis. How comforting is it as a quarterback to know that you have that weapon in your back pocket?
Yeah, it's awesome. Whether it's a 30 for 30 situation. Oh, sorry. Whether it's going into half or ending the game, you feel comfortable. Obviously, we want to score touchdowns. We want to score 6, but it is very nice where we get into that 40-yard range, whatever it's set that day, and we know that Mavis is knocking them down right now, which is awesome.
It's been great, because even a couple times today I made the comment, you get to the 35-yard line, and it's like I said on the headset, I said, we got 3 on the board. Just let's be smart, trying to throw a completion, see if we can get a little bit closer, but let's not do anything foolish here. We got 3 on the board, and he has been a rock star, and the only one he missed was some coach made a stupid decision, made him force a 63-yard kick, but he's been unbelievable.
Looks like Oscar has a question for us. Oscar, let's see if you can unmute and ask your question.
Thank you very much, Heather. The first one to Case. What a game. You show how never give up. Always fight and found a way to win. I agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was disappointed in my performance last week, and I really was disappointed how I didn't have fun last week. And this week I went in, I'm going to have fun, because this is a game when it comes down to it, And I tried to bring more energy to the team, a lot more positive outlook. I felt like on the sideline, it felt like I was very down last week. It almost felt like I was almost moping. And I decided, before the game even started, I was like, we're going to have fun. Whatever happens, there's going to be ups and downs this game, and we're just going to keep the energy high. And it felt like the whole sideline really did a great job helping me out with that too. The guys were very positive. Energy was up. Yes, there's some stuff we need to clean up across the board, but overall, I thought the energy on the sideline was great this week.
Okay, thank you very much, Andy. A couple of questions for my amigo coach, Skip Holland. Help me, coach, to explain to the people how you can win games with 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks in 6 games and an amazing performance of the defense. Help me to explain to the people how can it be possible that.
Well, mi amigo, we always appreciate your involvement and what you're doing to spread the word in Mexico, so thank you. I will just tell you, and I think you answered the question, how do you win with 4 different quarterbacks in 6 games? You just talked about the defense. You better have a defense that isn't giving up a lot of points. And right now, really the last couple of years, we have been very explosive as an offense and scored a lot of points. And right now, not as explosive as we want to be, not as consistent as we want to be, but we've got a defense that's humming and playing well. And I think we've got some very talented quarterbacks that are very intelligent that have come in and really picked it up, because you have to, the 2 quarterbacks that played today were not even here the day we reported for camp. The day we reported for camp and put installation in, day 1 install, day 2, day 3, day 4, neither quarterback was here for those first 5 days of installation, and they got to kind of pick it up on the run. You know, they've been drinking through a fire hose with us throwing a lot of information at them, and they've been unbelievable troopers and just really professional in the way that they have tried to pick it all up, and then what they're doing to try and play within the offense. So really proud, really, of all of them, the way that they've come together.
And last one, coach, could you share with us something about the visit of your friend Dabo Sweeney on the field today?
Yeah, Coach Sweeney and I have known each other for an awful long time. We had the opportunity to play in a bowl game. When you play in a bowl game, both teams do a lot of functions together, and we had an opportunity to interact quite a bit and spend time together. And now we have a place up there on a lake up by Clemson, and the Sweeneys live on the same lake, so we have really had an opportunity to evolve this relationship. When I first got this job, Dabo called me and said that when he grew up, that the Birmingham Stallions were his team. They didn't have professional football in Alabama, and he followed them and started ringing off about 14 players that all played for the Stallions in the 80s. And so just to have him here, I think it was awesome. I have an incredible amount of respect for him. He is a guy that he's won. He's done it the right way. He's done it within the rules, but he's done it also with an incredible faith in God, a moral, ethics, values, and I just have great respect for him and the way that he runs his program. So for me, always a pleasure to be around him, spend some time with him. I'm looking forward to spending time with him in a little bit more of a relaxed atmosphere where maybe I can enjoy some of the conversations a little bit more than today. But I do know that he lights up when he has the opportunity to be around some of his former Tigers and have the opportunity to get around Amari and Dion and some of those guys in the locker room.
Thank you very much, coach. Have a great day. Gracias.
Yes.
Got one more question?
From Mark from Zoom. You and Davion Davis were extremely effective today in the return game. How big is that for the offense? And then do you guys kind of have like a competition back there? Like when y'all are both back there, are you hoping that the ball gets kicked to you? Is that a him? What's going through your mind back there?
I wouldn't say it's a competition. I feel like we feed off each other really well. You know, we're both back there in kickoff return too. So whoever they kick it to, you know, we tell each other, let's make a play. Let's put our offense in position to go score points. And I feel like field position is something that Coach Skip always emphasizes, and it's a very important aspect of the game. And special teams, they don't really talk about that much, but if you look at wins and losses and field position, special teams plays a huge role in that. So we take pride in our return game, and I feel like we've been doing a good job up front with the people blocking. They've been doing a great job opening up holes for us, and we just, hit it and get as many yards as we can.